everybody. Welcome tonight. We are so excited you're here with us, and we have got some great sharing to do with you. I am Pam. I am the business leader, and the more you get to know me, the more you'll think that women get excited about plastic. I really do. I love, love, love what I get to do. And I'm so proud of being the business leader of Champion Enterprises because we are the leaders in excellence. And let me tell you something, we're known around the Tupperware world as not only do we are a top company in personal sales, but we are leaders in helping families and helping. We are absolutely a company that's considered great recruiters, great people builders. And it's not me, it's a we thing. All right. It's not a me thing. It's the we that I'm so proud of. I get so excited. In fact, you can see behind me on our wall is our placement for the year last year. And also right over here, this is hard for me to do, where we were recognized 101 in the world. And so how exciting is that? So if you're wondering, am I in the right place? Yeah, okay, you are. You are in the perfect place to grow a business. We are really good at helping other people grow business. And so as we get started tonight, I want you to know that this is, we're gonna have Q&A at the end. So all your questions that you have, make sure you write them down so you don't forget them. And also, as we go through this evening, I will ask you to put in the chat different questions that I might ask you, and you can put it in the chat. And we have Amy and Jessica on tonight, who are directors with us too, that might even be able to answer a question in the chat while we're going, but we will have a Q&A this evening, okay? So I'm going to share my screens and get this party started. And let me see. That's it. Is that right, Jessica?
Yes, it looks awesome.
All right. All right. Well, we are going to get it started, and I'm going to start off with just absolutely welcoming you as leaders because I believe in affirmations. Okay. And so I want you to start saying right now that you're a leader, a champion. All right. Now, you might be a leader in the Future Leaders group, but you're a leader. All right. And so what you think about, you bring about. And I will tell you, I know this to be true. And over my 40 years in the Tupperware business, I create what I want to have happen in my business by thinking about it. Because if you are looking for the negative, you'll find it. And if you're looking for the positive, you'll find it. And so I look for the good. I look for the positive. I look for people that want to bless their families with more income in the home or more flexibility in the lifestyle. I look for people that want to have new friendships and want to be part of our champion team of leaders. And so I hope that that's you tonight. And this is not a call you had to get on. This is a call you get to get on, but that's our career. This is a job that every day, instead of saying, oh, I have to do a party today, we say, I get to do a party today. Or, oh, I have to make phone calls today. I get to make phone calls today. And so look at your cup as your business is like you look at your cup half full, all right, and not half empty. Look at your business as half full. You are almost there to the potential that you want to be just for getting on this call. Honest to God, if just the mindset of getting on this call is your first step. And so, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. And so you can want it all you want, but unless you're going to put your legs on your prayers, like my mama would say, you're not going to have it. And so I will tell you, I know that I can teach you and lead you and bring you to the top, but you have to be willing to put legs on your prayers. You have to be willing to do what I say and work what my suggestions and stuff like that. You can't sit back and say, well, it didn't happen. Guess what? It doesn't work if you don't work. Okay. So it works when you work. All right. And so I today want you to start your mindset with, you are not impossible. I'm possible. And so that little tiny comma makes a really big difference, doesn't it? And so I'm possible. And one of my favorite quotes, and understand the choice of unconditional responsibility, discover your roadmap to growth, and what's the best that could happen tonight. In doing all of these this evening, I think I can help you get past the mind blocks that sometimes we have on ourselves or we put on ourselves. And so we have external things that happen. COVID was an external thing. There wasn't a darn thing we could do about it. All right. And that was a perfect example of external thing that can happen in your business. We want you to help learn to get past those. It happens to us in the U.S. in our environment, unavoidable features of the human life, external stimulants to all of us around us. The brain is weird and it protects you and it will help keep you in your comfort zone if you let it. And so your comfort zone is we are unconditionally choose to suffer. Did you know that? We choose to suffer. Okay. We also choose to come out of that. And we choose to be victims. And it's natural for us to choose to be a victim. We're afraid of disapproval. We're afraid of embarrassment. We're afraid of a threat or to our self-esteem. And we believe that security and happiness grow outside with other people and not ourselves. And so we have to stop that. And the way to stop that is to realize what's external and what's internal. And so external things that happen around us can be overcome by internal things within us. And so an internal situation. Now, our external is our comfort zone. It's what is easy for us because we've always done it this way. Because this is what happens. A perfect example for this for me was when somebody explained it. If you were born and you were immediately put on green sunglasses on your little tiny baby head, all right, and those green sunglasses stayed on you, and forever. You're 4 and 5, 6 and 10 and 12 years old. Now you're a teenager and now you're going to college and you believe that the sky is green and the sky is not green. The sky is blue. The sky is green. No, the sky is blue. I'm telling you, the sky is green. No, the sky is blue. Well, you believe it to be green because that's all you've ever known. And so if you can get past taking off your glasses and seeing difference and getting out of your comfort zone, you can see a whole new world and you'll find out the sky is actually blue. And so that's just an example of that I heard one time and I thought that makes so much sense because I've always known it to be that way. I expect it to be that way. I believe it is that way. And so for me to take off my glasses is very hard, but if I can take them off, what can I see? And so the internal is what we want to talk about. And it's the response to the stimulus. It is choosing to become a player. Being on this call right now is the internal decision. And become a team player means you are not responsible for all problems that are out there, but you're going to look for a way to overcome them. And so that you can be the winner that you are known to be. And you go into what is called the growth zone. And so the comfort zone and then the growth zone. And you've got to decide where you're going to live. All right. If you want to live in that comfort zone because you've always done that and that's what's comfortable and that's who you know and that's what you want to be and what you want to have, then you're going to have to get off the call, go watch a movie. But if you want to grow, if you want something different will happen when you do something different. And so I would invite you to get into the player zone and decide tonight to be the player and to get into the growth zone. And so choose tonight to play and grow your business, go up. Let's do this. All right. And so 2023 is a year of infinite opportunity. Absolutely. And the reason being is we have, after COVID, we've just got a different world. And why is it unbelievably available for you right now, like none other time? We're working remotely. Our business is a remote business now. You can go out and do in-home parties. You can do vendor events, but you have options and all of them are legal and perfectly welcomed and okay. Most meals, people like to eat meals at home now. Now, yes, you see a lot of people out in restaurants, but our customer still wants to eat at home. And so look for that customer because they eat at home, A, to save money. They eat at home to be frugal with their finances, but they also eat at home for family. And they want to, it's a family thing. It's just something they want to sit down to a table and have a meal. Now, is that every single night? No, but as a rule, we have the advantage of people wanting to eat at home more, and we sell a product that helps that. Digital shopping. People are very used to digital shopping now, and they do it all the time. The importance of home, more time to be at home, and Tupperware allows that. A place to feel safe and comfortable, and Tupperware brings that. And space is an issue. Organization is an issue. And so large companies right now are looking at moving back to the home base, and because it's where our world is turning. So we have a perfect product to bring the world back home to work. All right, the actual economy, financial buffer, low risk, high reward. I will tell you, you can look just about anywhere right now by any finance person. They will tell you to have a home-based business. You need that other source of income, the extra source of income. And what I want to invite you today is to really think about what if you were an entrepreneur and made it the next source of income, your permanent source of income, your career choice. All right. And I can't say that I chose Tupperware because when I was really young, when I joined Tupperware, I was getting in for a hobby. But Tupperware chose me. And once I got in and realized the opportunity that was here, I always like to say, my mama didn't raise no fool because I immediately realized, whoa, I can make a lot of money and I can work around my husband's crazy schedule. And my first goal in life was to raise children that would be wonderful human adults that would be a great addition to the world. And so that was my ultimate goal. And so Tupperware gave me that privilege to make a six-figure income and still raise my babies. Let me tell you, if you're a mom here, that matters. And so if you're a grandma here, right now, being able to make six figures and still have the flexibility to be the grandma you want to be, that matters. And so it's not always about the money. It's about the work environment. It's about the opportunities for you to have the flexible schedule. It's about being able to care for your mother or your father or your, heaven forbid, another member of the family that you love dearly and would need you. It's about being able to work around all of that and still make six figures and still be top in the nation. Today we have unemployment that is skyrocketing. We have an answer for that. We also have people that want to have entrepreneurship. They want to have their own business, and we have an answer for that. And so, my goodness, what do we have? The meaning economy. I will share with you the issue of waste and single-use plastic is real, and we need to stop the one-time use plastic, and we have an answer for that. Reassessing what's important in life, we have the answer for that. And you know what? You can make your own choices. And I love it when somebody says to me, I won't be available because I'm on vacation. I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. I want you to love your vacation and love your job. And so, and I'm telling you, top executives at Tupperware still have that absolute opportunity not to be married to the job, but to be married to the wonderful husband you have and love the job. And so when I show up to work, I show up because I want to, not because I have to, because I love what I do. And I love helping other people see it too. And, I love the fact that you can make serious money when you want to get serious. And you can make hobby money. It doesn't matter. We will love you anywhere you choose to land. We just want you to know that we will always be here to inspire you and encourage you. Living a simpler and healthier life, and Tupperware has the answer for that. Eating at home is so important because you don't get all the preservatives. Eating at home is so important because you know what you put into the food. So guys, we have the answer. And so why do we have the answer? We're a company of 77 years. We've got a lifetime guarantee. We have the opportunity to grow a business and have your own flexibility. I want to show you the 5-gear journey. I want you to think about where you're at. And so you can honestly tell us you're in first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear as I go through this. And there's no wrong answer because you're allowed to be starting out right now. It's okay. Um, but you're finding your desire. You've got that inner motivation starting to stir up. You want to know about what's your drive and what's your why, and what do you want, and you're figuring that out. Be specific and clear about it. And so I want you to think, what is your drive? What would make you want to have the success in Tupperware? What would make you want to have $50,000 made in the next 6 months, or $100,000 made in the next year? It's not just about money. Think about it and know who would be proud of you. What would you do different? Uh, your why usually will make you cry, and it'll make you get a lump in your throat. When I was brand new and I was starting out in Tupperware, they didn't even call it a why. Nobody talked about this stuff. But I will tell you, when I thought about my dream in Tupperware of succeeding, when I really thought about what if I was successful in Tupperware, and it wasn't a thing. I just did it on my own. I would lay in bed at night and think, oh my goodness, if I could make that kind of money because somebody else told me they made six figures in Tupperware. And I thought in bed one night, if I did that, I could have a swing set in the backyard for the boys. And that's where it started. And I'll never forget that. That was my first thought. And then I thought, I could, Jimmy wouldn't have to work so many hours. He wouldn't have to work the extra side jobs. He could just be a police officer and not, a babysitter for drunk adults. I used to call it. He used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. And this is just a girlfriend thing, I'm telling you. But he worked at Chuck E. Cheese, and all the young girls were crazy about him in uniform, and he was cute. But I used to call him the tenderonis. And we like, oh, how are the tenderonis tonight? And honestly, it was just I was very self-secure in myself, and I used to just tease him because I knew that he would probably get harassed at work, and he did. But I also wanted him out of that, and that would make me so happy. And when I thought about that, I would cry. I would get emotional, and I will tell you, the very first time a corporate person said to me, we'd really love for you to think about being a business leader. I will tell you, I had tears. And I was like trying really hard to hold them back. But in my head, I thought, me, little old me, are you kidding? Do you know who I am? And it bothered me to think that I wasn't the leader I could be for the people that I would have on my team. And I made a promise to myself that when I became a business leader, I would lead. And I would be there for them, and I would encourage them. I would motivate them, and I would help them get past the things I went through by telling them about me and telling them, it happened to me and it's okay to be scared. What if your business was successful? What would be different? Who would benefit from it? And apply that immediately. That's your why. All right. Now, the next stage, gear 2, is the growth mindset. So your growth mindset is very important. You have to flip the switch. All right. You have to have a fixed mindset. You have to go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. The fixed mindset is what we were talking about earlier, where this is the way it's always been, and it's going to be like this because this is what it is. I was born with these green shades on, and that sky is green. No, growth mindset. Get out of that. Decide I can be different. I can be the change. I can be the first one in my family, to have a successful direct selling business. Whatever it is, get out of the fact of what's holding you down and focus on the growth. Focus on your dream, your affirmation. Say it to yourself. I am going to have a 6-figure income. I am going to be a director in Tupperware. I'm going to be a 2-star director in Tupperware. I'm going to drive a company car. Those are affirmations, and you say them to yourself every day, and you begin to act as if that's what's going to happen. So naturally, the things that you need to be doing come to you, and you start doing them because you're going to drive a company car. And so you start acting like a person that's going to drive a company car. And I'm telling you, it works. All right. It works. It's not no magic voodoo anything. It works. You're thinking positive, and positive comes back. And so what you put into the world, it does come back. All right. And so just know that if you want the very best for your family, you've got to take care of your mind first, because your mind will give you what you need for your family. All right. Choose to act. And this is your next phase. This is a third grade phase. This is where I'm doing it. Action versus inaction, and priorities, and circle of concern and circle of influence. Do you know what that is? The circle of concern and the circle of influence. Your circle of concern is things you can get super bummed about because, oh my gosh, they're ran out of pillars. Well, can you control that? No. So next, guess what? We still have pitchers and bowls. All right. And so you get past it. You just can't let it bother you. Can't let it pull you down. And you can't let people that are bummed about it and talk about it. It's the naysayers, you can't let them bother you either. You have to get past that. Go to your circle of influence. What can you control? What can you sell? All right. Circle of concern. My recruits just quit. So what? Next. Someone's waiting. Find new recruits. All right. Now, obviously, if they quit and you can call them and say, hey, I really want you on my team. What's up? What can I do to fix this? Absolutely do that. But don't stay there if they're not coming back. All right. You find next. All right. I want to tell you that it takes 10 recruits to find one superstar. All right. So if you've only had 4 recruits in your whole career, you got to get 6 more. All right. And if you want to have a strong team of 3, to step up to manager, you're probably going to have a total of 30 recruits at some point to have strong 3. Now you can get 3 that'll get you to the title, but strong 3 will take you, you may even be an executive by then, because you've got these 3 strong people on the team, and you constantly replace all these people that really came in and were smoke and mirrors and didn't come through with their actions. They went more for the inaction instead of the action. You know what? You've got to love everybody, but sometimes you have to walk away and find new people. All right. And it's a constant thing. My husband always said it was like this: if you throw enough spaghetti against the wall, something will stick. Well, start throwing the spaghetti, guys, because it will stick. Someone will stay. It will click with somebody like it has you. All right. All right. And then you have the 4th gear. The 4th gear is no fear in learning. Stop thinking so much. Stop thinking about, I'm not going to do it right. I'm not going to say it right. If I bring people in, I'm not going to know what to tell them. Stop. You're holding yourself back from 6 figures. Okay. If I could tell you right now, if you stop that, you'll make 6 figures next year. Would you stop it? Okay. That's what I'm telling you right now. You're holding yourself back. Your fear of judgment, your fear of failure, your doubt of yourself, and your lack of confidence is costing you money. There you go. I said it. It's costing you your child's education, private education, or maybe college degree. It is costing you a new car, a new home. It is costing you a trip for your family vacation for your family. It's making mistakes is okay. Get out there and make some mistakes. All right. I have to tell you, every once in a while, I'll get a phone call and somebody will say, somebody from corporate will say, so-and-so, didn't get her seal back to her, and so-and-so, and so-and-so. And so I'll call this so-and-so and I'll say to them, I want to tell you, thank you for working, because the people that aren't working, I never get these calls on. But the people that are working, every once in a while, I get a phone call and say, hey, you forgot a seal. Well, it's plastic. Okay, people, it's okay. We can fix this. Don't let it don't let it bother you. Don't let it stress you out. Let's go forward and let's make more mistakes, because those are the people that are working, the ones that are making mistakes. And I have to share with you, first couple times I did my in-home parties, I can remember getting in there, and there was this woman at Tupperware that I loved so much, and her demos and everything like that were so good. And she would always do these great demos, and she'd have these punchlines in it. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that demo. So I got the product that she demoed, and I was ready to demo it at my party. And I did the same thing she did, and it bombed. And I was so embarrassed. Nobody laughed at my joke. And I'm like, I just stopped and said, it was a joke. You can laugh at me. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, okay, I could not try that one again. Needs a little more practice. But have you ever done that? It's okay. It's okay. If I let it stop me, because I was embarrassed, if I let it stop me, where would I be today? Not here. Okay. And the fifth gear is never looking back, full throttle, just going forward and knowing that you're here on purpose and you're going to stay here forever. That is one of the things I have to tell you is one of the biggest important things that you can do is get off the fence. Quit thinking about, am I staying? Am I not? Get off the fence. In all honesty, I want you to be in Tupperware, but if you're living on the fence, get off the fence one way or the other, because you're not helping yourself or anybody else. And you need to decide, I'm here on purpose. And I will tell you that I truly believe I'm a woman of faith. And if you're in my team, you're here because God put you here and we're to take you to the top if you choose that's what you want. If you want to be a executive manager for the rest of your life, that's your top. If you want to be a manager the rest of your life, that's your top. If you want to be a consultant the rest of your life in Tupperware, that's your top. If you want to be a 5-star director, let's go. That's your top. All right. And so I want you to know, put in the chat what gear you're in. All right. And no, there's no wrong answer. All right. This will help you. And this is just, and I'll put this out there tonight when I pop the information about the call tonight. But this is your success records, 5 habits that you need to develop. Maybe it is, I need to make my list before I go to bed at night of things I want to accomplish the next day. That's one of the things I do all the time. I make a list of 3 things. In fact, I can show you pads of paper right here of when I write 3 things down that I want to make sure I accomplish before I go to bed the next day. You might also have on here, that you want that to be a habit. You also might have on here that you want to be a habit of getting on the calls every Thursday night for a team meeting, because when you show up, you go up, just so you know. All right. If you don't show up, yeah, you're going to eventually work yourself out of the business, because it's rare to have anybody in the business that's not getting on and showing up to go up. So write the habits down that you want to put in there. You might want to make 5 phone calls every single day. It doesn't have to be a phone call, by the way. I say that out of habit. Green glasses. You want to make 5 connections every day. And so 5 connections, what it could be at the grocery store, that you talk to a woman in line at the grocery store and gave her your business card. And it might be that you made a few phone calls or text messages or voicemail or voice message to a past consultant that you'd love to have her back on the team, that things are really looking up and you're having fun, and that new catalog is going to start and that you would love Jubilees next month, and she can still sign up if she wants to be on the virtual part with you. So those kind of phone calls. So 5 a day. And I will tell you, when I was new in Tupperware, I was scared to death of the business leader. And I got a company car really fast in Tupperware within my first couple months. And I had this beautiful company car in my driveway, and I was embarrassed that I might lose it. And I couldn't think of anything more horrifying than losing that company car. So I decided that I was going to date a new party every single day, Monday through Friday. And so I would work on getting a new party in my date book every single day, Monday through Friday. And if I got 2 in one day, because if I was on a roll, I wasn't quitting, because evidently it was working, my mojo was happening and I was going to keep going. So I would keep going and I would work until I dated, more than 1. If I got 1, and I'm like, I don't stop, because if I could get 5 by Wednesday, I got to take Thursday and Friday off if I wanted to. And I didn't have to work on dating parties. I could do other things. I didn't have to work on dating parties. And it was my job. I also will tell you that I didn't think of myself as it was my job to sell Tupperware. In my mind, it was my job to date parties, because when I dated a party, I had a new business partner that was going to work with me and help me sell the Tupperware. And so it's always more fun to work together, right, with a friend. And so I always looked for business partners. And so my mind worked a little differently on that. And so 5 datings a week is what I worked for. And what happens when you have 5 datings, maybe 3 of them will actually hold and 2 of them cancel, and you redate them into another time, or you lose them completely. But 5 doesn't always equal 5. And if you have a Tupperware party, sometimes you get 2 parties from that, and you can count that in your week's goal. All right. And so it was just a mission of mine to, and my business leader's name was Jeannie. And back then you didn't have like goals that you had to do this. If you did this, you got this. If you did this, you got this. And if you do this, you got this. They weren't clear like that. They were not. In fact, they were about as clear as mud. All right. And so I had no idea what I had to do to keep the car. I know I earned the car, but I didn't know what I had to do to keep the car. And so my goal was to 5 datings a week would keep Jeannie. 5 datings a day would keep Jeannie away. Was what I always said. A dating a day would keep Jeannie away. It's what I always said. I'm scared of her. I have to tell you, she's the sweetest lady ever. And I got to know her better and I didn't have to be scared of her, but she was rich and she drove a Cadillac and she, had this fancy house and all this other stuff. And that's not who I was. I know it's who I am today, but you don't have to be scared of me. Okay. And I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you exactly what it takes to keep everything. And that's Tupperware today. This though is your inspiration. My inspiration, what is your why in here? And that could be, swing set for the boys in the backyard. It might be a trip to Hong Kong, a trip to, Canada with your husband, a 50th anniversary honeymoon. It might be a wedding, pay for your wedding. It might be pay for your kids, your 16-year-old daughter to get a car or put money towards it. Your milestones, what you want to, these are your levels that you want to go to in Tupperware and what date you want them to go there. Then you have over here your goal tracking, resource to utilize, and your motivation. Tupperware's tracking is awesome now, and so you can get on there and watch your Tupperware business. You can watch your paycheck, how much you want to make every month, and make money on purpose and not by accident. All right, that's important to me. So Tupperware's success business, and this is like your business plan, and these are stepping stones. And so what you're going to have is to be a manager, you need 3 recruits and 3,000. Oh, that's got Canada's numbers in it along with US. Okay. So 3,000 in team sales and $500 in personal sales. Personal, it's always 500. It never changes. It would be crazy for you to keep it at 500 because that's a place where you can make a lot of money. But at the same time, if it's 500, 500 counts. Okay. So if you're going to keep yourself at 500, you're going to probably have to have more than 3 recruits because you're not going to have the income coming in from the sales volume coming in from just 3 people probably in order to maintain the title. So I would recommend that you always strive for more in personal sales so that you can, there's one person you can count on, right? You've been told this all your life and you know this. The one person you can always count on is you. And so go for more than 3. And then the next level star manager is 6 recruits and 6 personals, $6,000 in team sales, and of course, $500 personal. And here on the manager total level, you're going to get a 2% bonus. Here, you're going to get a 3% bonus. And then at the executive manager level, you need $9,000 in personal sales and $500 personal sales, $9,000 in team sales, unit sales, and then you also need to have 9 active personal consultants that you brought into the business. And what's that mean? That means like if I bring in Jessica and Jessica brings in Peggy, Jessica counts as one of my 9, but Peggy does not. She's on my team and she's in my unit and she'll be part of the team that I scoop up as a leader, but she does not count as one of my 3s. Okay. And so clear as mud. Good. Write your questions down if you have them. Don't forget. All right. When you promote to manager, they're going to give you 3 months of challenges and give you gifts. And so the first month is that you need to sell, again, submit $2,500. This is supposed to say, I just pulled this off the screens today, and that is not accurate. So you want to submit $3,000 in unit sales, and you want to have 1 personal recruit. And what they're going to do is the following month, when you do that, they're going to, when you do this again, you're going to get the $100. And when you do this, you're going to get this. All right. So it is interesting, but that $100 bonus comes to you after you've done your first month as a manager. And so it literally comes to you the same time you get this because you get paid out on it at the same time. And so your first month, you do the 3,000. The next month, you do the 3,500 and 1 unit recruit, a unit recruit, not a personal recruit. Once you hit that title of any of these titles, manager, star manager, executive manager, the recruiting on this becomes unit recruiting. And so Peggy would count for this. All right. So if I recruited Jessica and Jessica recruited Peggy, Peggy would count right here when Jessica brought her into the business. All right. And so, this is the next level would be 4,000 here and 1 recruit. And you're going to get the multi-cooker and a spatula as well. And when you do all 3 of these in 3 consecutive months, 1, 2, and 3, Tupperware is going to give you an iPad. And so a business tool for you to use in your business, for sure. If you don't need it, if you already have an iPad, then you can use it as a Christmas gift. I don't care. All right. I don't care if you sell it on eBay, but it's yours. All right. I would recommend that you use it in your business. All right. And right now, especially because, going to a Tupperware party and letting people put their own order in, is kind of smart. All right. All right, now this month we got a bonus going on, and that is pretty cool where they're giving you another gift, and that is the Leadership Recognition Program. They're giving you the bangle for whatever title that you achieve as a manager, star manager, executive manager. And if you do multiples, you'll get multiple bangles because they're always good to wear together, And so kind of fun, right? And so that is for the career level step up. So if you want to have one that says, executive manager, do it. Go for it. You need 9 personal recruits. Remember, I told you. And I want to tell you something. You don't have to do these steps one at a time at all. And so it is really okay to skip a 3rd grade. All right. My mom skipped 3rd grade and she tells us all the time. And she has for 40 years. Okay. So, but her uncle was the teacher, and that's one of her stories she never forgets. All right. This is really cool though. So multiple gifts for multiple levels as well. The sweet spot in Tupperware though, there is a sweet spot because these other levels are great, but the title of director is where it's a sweet spot. And that's where the good money is going to come in. And there's money in the other levels, but good money happens at director title. First of all, when you promote up to director title, they give you $1,000 bonus. How many of you already knew that? Put in the chat. I knew that. $1,000 bonus when you move up to director the first time. When you move to manager the first time, you get $100 bonus, star manager, $150 bonus, and executive manager, you get a $200 bonus. If you do multiples of that, you also get multiple checks. All right. However, when you move up to director, you get $1,000 bonus. Yeah, that's cool. And that can be used for anything. It's your money. All right. Consultant, 1 party a week. You are getting $2,000 in sales volume. Your personal sales volume bonus would be $100, and you will make in a month's time $600. If you move up to manager, you still do the exact same thing. You have 2,000 personal retail sales, 500 personal sales volume bonus, 100. Team count 3, you're going to have $151,500 in unit sales also come in. And that makes you step up to get your step up bonus of $100, your profit plus 3,500, and your Vanguard bonus, $60, total earnings, $813, increase of 35% from one title to the next. So you can see why it's important to go into leadership. Star managers, look at this. You're still doing the same thing here. You have more people on your team working, so more sales are coming in, and you're making $943, a 17% increase over the title of manager. And now executive manager, you've got a 30% pay increase, and you've gone from making $943 to $1,205. That's pretty cool. Now, that's cool, but it's not the coolest. Director. Whoa. Okay, here we go. We have $2,000 in personal sales, and that's exactly the same. $100, exactly the same. This is where you could actually pull in a lot more money, by the way. 22 unit parties held, $11,000 in team sales, and your step up bonus of $1,000. You get profit plus of 630. You get car cash of 325. You get, or the car of 600, whichever you want to choose, and total earnings with the car, $2,830. All right. Now that's 134% increase. And even if you take out the $1,000 because you get a one-time step up bonus, you still have a huge increase there. All right. And so what a great way to make more money and get into the sweet spot. All right. With Tupperware. And I will tell you, weekly success is so important for you. And having your weekly success, you do that by showing up every day. Consumer face problems that we solve. And if we don't solve it, who will? This is one of the most important ways to make money, is find a problem and solve it. And Tupperware can do that. Find your favorite product that you love, find the problem in a home that it solves, and go crazy. Right now, Fridge Smart, it is always everybody's issue of how much produce is. Produce is going up and it's ridiculously expensive, and families are throwing it away because they don't know how to store it properly, or they don't have the proper, we get a crisp drawer when we buy a refrigerator, and it should be called a rotted drawer. There's nothing crisp about it. In 3 days, my blueberries are dead. All right. My strawberries are crying. But yet you use Fridge Smarts and you're looking 2 weeks and you've still got beautiful raspberries, beautiful strawberries, mixed greens, gorgeous. And I have time to eat it. I go to the grocery store with really good intentions. I come home, life happens. Does it happen here, anybody? I mean, seriously. So storing it properly is quite essential to a problem solved that you can turn around, solve the problem, help them purchase your product, and then reap the benefits for you and your family. Problem solving, share it. By showing it more, you share more. Building a team is great, one party, one recruit at a time. However, I just want you to know that sharing your business isn't just your job. And so how do you get your hostesses to share on Facebook? Hey, I'm having a party. Let me know if you want to come. Create the meme for them. Give them the meme. All they have to do is post it, right? Give them their link. Maybe you even ask her that if after the party's over, if she will post that she had a Tupperware party with you, and your information and the results of the party and what she liked about it, that you will give her 5% off at her next friend's party, or you will give her, a $20 gift at the next party, whatever you want to do. But get people to post for you, get people to share for you, get them to be on your VIP page and brag about you by thanking them when they do it. Say, just so you know, I just want you to know, as I'm closing the party, I just want you to know, Rhonda, that if you would like to, I can get you a $10 gift certificate that you can use at the next party. I know there were a couple dated from your party. It would be from me. It's not from corporate, but all you have to do is share on your Facebook page what you liked about the Tupperware party and my information for people to contact if they're interested. And I would really appreciate it. And it would get you $10 off your next order with at Peggy's party. And so word choices are powerful, and people love people love to help other people, especially when you did them right. All right. So things I want to tell you not to say virtually. These, some of these are virtually, some of these are you could actually say them in person, because things come across differently. Would you not all agree that virtually things come across very different than what happens in person? When you're in person with somebody, you can say something and it lands fine. But if you type it out and there's no volume to the voice or feeling in the voice, it can come across 20 different ways. All right. And so virtually, I want to warn you about join my team today. It sounds desperate. It sounds like you, it doesn't sound like, it sounds like I need to be worried about that. I need to step back and why today? And so I want 2 more words that you should not be using online in social media at all. All right. Another one's join my business. I know it sounds innocent, but written down, it could come by as join my business, or it can by as join my business. All right. And so you may be saying it like, Rhonda, join my business, but it doesn't come up. They don't read it that way. All right. And so it doesn't sound compelling. And you want everybody to be touched, not just the people that know you dearly and know how it would come off your lips. Okay. Open your own business. Well, that sounds like work. Okay. And so be careful about what you're posting and how you're posting it. Ask me a question about my job is something I think totally is okay in a Tupperware party in person, but on social media, no. It sounds very salesy, and it almost sounds, yeah, you're begging. All right. The content of this envelope will change your life, not online. In person, if you want to do that at a trade show or something like that, and you're giving it to them and say, hey, contents of this envelope will change your life, you never know. And you're having fun with it like that, absolutely. But be careful what you do online. And join, you don't have to do anything really. Guess what? When you tell me nobody works on your team, what did you say to them when you recruited them? Because if I hear this, one more time. I'm going to like, what? You can't expect people to do something that you told them they didn't have to do. And so be careful. Why? Um, you want to be relevant. And when you say some of these things, you're not relevant. You are old school. You are salesy. You're narrowing who you're actually speaking to and the market that you're going to reach. And you're not relatable. And people don't want to be that person. And so they don't want to join you because they don't want to be that person. And if you're doing it, that's what you're going to expect them to do. You sound desperate, and we're not desperate. We have such a wonderful opportunity that people when they find out what we have to offer, they will jump. You're devaluing the opportunity and what you have to offer. Say things like, open your own Tupperware account today. And that is not salesy. That is to the point, and it's join my team is too open-ended. But join my Tupperware account today is a value. It's truth. It's legit. All right. Did you know you for only adding $49 to your order and the benefits of you have the benefits of having a Tupperware account? This is a great value for you and your friends for you to open your own Tupperware account. And so these are things you can text and things that you can say online. Enjoy the benefits. Enjoy the benefits yourself. Great value and discounts, opportunities for you. And so these come across very well online and very well in person. So share your account with others and make some extra cash, extra money, extra whatever. Everyone wants value. Not everybody wants a job. Believe it or not, there's people that don't want a job and don't need money. There are other people that would really love to have the friendships. And there are other people just they've got plenty of money and they're making good money, but they're married to the job and they have no kind of flexibility and they have to do certain hours and they have to be in a cubicle and they're miserable. Help them out of that. And you want to recruit everyone. And so giving yourself careful words you can have open up to everybody wanting to be part of it. And the magic of Tupperware and connecting takes them to the more because what we have to offer has lots of value. All right, so consultants, when you're recruiting and bringing people to the team, the consultants are going to make 25% of the retail value. They're also going to make a personal sales volume bonus. When they do one party a week, they're going to get $600 profit in a month. And 2 parties a week, they're going to make $1,400 profit in the month. And so this is a great way just to be very to the point with people when you are doing a Facebook party, or if you are doing your message, working with somebody and you want to send them private message, a great way to let them know what they can expect. Moments that matter are so important, and you don't have to miss the moments that matter ever again. We have a $139 kit, which is well over $400 value. And when you join my team, and that's different, when you join my team, you are going to love choosing which opportunity you'd like to have. This is also another opportunity for only $49. You can get yourself started in business and have a free website and grow your business. We're going to give you a gift this month. When you submit your first $100 order, you're going to get all of this product, which is valued over $60 for only $15. And when you welcome your first member to the team this month, who also does that, you're going to get all of this for only $15. And so yeah, this is for you guys. If you recruit somebody this month and they come in and they submit their first $100, but I want you to use it as part of the recruiting too, because I always like to say to my recruits, well, tradition has it at Champion that when you come into the business, you bring a friend, because it's always more fun to do business with a friend. And that's how you get your recruits to recruit. All right. Then we also have your Confident Start program as a new consultant, and you are going to have Confident Start opportunity for you. And I have to tell you that I don't do this when I'm recruiting somebody. I tell them that there's more available for them. I don't show them the chart and I don't talk about it, except for the fact that you'll also be put in a Confident Start program where you can earn more Tupperware for free. And it's very lucrative. You'll love it. And that's what I say to them. If you give people too many charts and graphs, it's overwhelming, and you desell them on joining the team because it sounds like work. All right. And especially this Confident Start program, I'll be honest with you, is going to change when we go to Jubilee. And so it won't hopefully be complicated, because I feel that this is a little overwhelming and complicated, even though it's a good program and there's a lot of stuff you can get in it. It's not easy. 1, 2, 3, understand me. So we're going to change that. So, but for now we have it. And for now, everybody can get this program and get in on it. So that's a good thing. What is the worst? What's the best thing that could happen if you say, I'm doing this? If you say, I'm stepping up, if you say, I'm going to make this happen, I want you to put in the chat what you want your title to be and what's the date that you're giving yourself to make this happen. July is here upon us, and it's not too late. I will tell you, I promoted up to be a manager, and I had to have 6 recruits, and I had to have 15 parties, and I had to sell $3,000 in team sales before I got promoted. And I did it in 1 week. Why? I had a big why. I had the desire to think about, man, if I could make those 6 figures, I could get the swing set for my kids and Jim wouldn't have to work as hard. So what's your why? What would make you work really hard to get there? Because I want to tell you something else. Once you get to a level, maintaining it is easier than getting it. And so get there and maintain, and go to the next level, maintain, go to the next level. Getting to any level is the hardest part. Maintaining it and loving your team and inviting more team members on constantly is the easy part. And so just comment in the chat what month you're going to step up and which level you're going for, because we're watching it. Okay. All right. And so I want you to know that it's time for us to talk. And so let me take down my screen. Oh, there it is. Stop sharing here. It's time for us to talk. So you get to ask me questions, and I have answers. If I don't have an answer, I'll get you an answer and get back to you. But what do you think? Who's excited? Who wants to share with me what you want? And you want to say it out loud because it becomes more real. Anybody want to share? Anybody have a question? Okay, Rhonda.
Well, I'm excited just to be here, and I want to be a director by December. And I'm taking it step by step, writing it down and marking it off, and be there by December.
Okay,
and I don't mind to get there early either.
What's that?
I said, and I don't mind to get there early either.
Okay. And so right now you're a consultant, right?
Yes.
Okay. So December director. Awesome job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. And next, anybody else have a question or a confirmation that you want to give us?
Can I go?
Yes, Lisa.
Okay. Sorry, I just got back to the video on here, but whoever was just talking, I don't know your name. I'm sorry, but me too. Trying to get to director
Okay.
by December, by Christmas.
All right. So that's Rhonda and Lisa.
Rhonda. Okay.
Yes, Rhonda and Lisa. All right. Director by Christmas. All right. Yes, Lisa, me too. That's Chris. All right. We love Chris. Chris is so talented, guys. She makes a lot of really cool memes and does some really great party. If you don't have our boards yet, that is something you can message me privately if you don't have boards, and I'll tell you. Boards is an app on your phone. And if you get boards on your phone, when you are messaging anybody, say, I want to message Heather Smith. Hi, Heather. If I want to message her, when I click on messaging her, I can click down here. And when I go there, if you see that little world right there, when I click on that world, it opens up my messenger board from Champion, and all the flyers that are current and everything is right there. I click on them and it pops them in my text. And so it is a game changer and makes your life so easy when you start working with boards, and we create the boards. And so you don't even have to recreate the wheel. We've done it for you. We have lots of systems at Champion. And so you moving into the leadership title, you get to piggyback off everything we're doing, and everything doesn't have to be created by yourself or even your director team. We are, the directors work together. And I will tell you, at Champion, you do not have one director. No, you have 13 directors. You might have one in title on paper and it may show on your screen. You have 13 of us. All right. And we work together to help you grow your business. So your success is all of our success. All of our success is your success. All right. Anybody else have a question? Hi, Stephanie. Yes. Stephanie says it's an awesome app. It is. It is. Anybody else have a question? Yes, Christina.
Ah, hi, Pam. How do I get boards on my apps?
Okay. Jessica, can you put the boards link in the champion boards link in the chat? That would be the
Yes, I
easiest.
could do that.
Thank you, Jessica. And so honestly, you just click on it and it's going to take it to take you, and you can put it on your computer and you can put it on your phone. And so I really like it on my computer too, because sometimes I'm working at my desk and it's super easy just to, you know, find the flyer instead of going through your photos and looking. You know how hard it is to find the photo you want when you want to find it. When it comes to any of the things that are current right now, even our Facebook party is actually in boards as well.
Okay, I do both.
Yay. You'll love it. Game changer, big time. This
Thank
call
you.
is worth it for you. Yes, this call is so worth it for you just for learning that.
Mhm.
All right, anybody else? Yeah. Anybody else? Chris says boards is amazing. Yeah. Guys, you know what? You can ask me anything you want to know about the Tupperware business. One of the things that this didn't cover were the trips that directors get to have. There are some amazing trips that directors get in on because of the title. They're given goals, and when they do this, they get this, and so they go on trips. We have special recognition for directors. Our year-end party is for directors, and so it is something that you really there's so much more to the package than just the money, the camaraderie, the friendships. It really is a circle of loyal friends. Yeah. And we want you to be part of it. We have an absolute open opportunity. We may be loyal friends and we may have worked together already 2 years or 2 months or 20 years. It doesn't matter. We want you. We want to help you grow into the position. Oh, I love seeing Rachel Jones on here, Don Jameson, Robin Vanderwagen. Yay. Hi, Jenny Cheatham on vacation. All right. Anybody else have any questions? All right. Okay. Well, if you don't have any questions, I won't make it. Yes, Rhonda.
Pam. Oh,
Go ahead.
All right. Samsung, are you trying to ask a question?
it's Tina.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
It's not really a question. It's just like a statement. My husband done the live with me with the chopper,
Yes.
and you really, really beg your husband, your boyfriend, to get involved. It really, really helps.
It does. If you don't have a husband or a boyfriend, you can borrow one. No kidding. But it does. It really gives your business a sense of legitimacy. And I hate to say that, we're on the New York Stock Exchange. We're a pretty awesome company, but people will second guess what you're doing, and you can't let them bother you because you gotta you gotta go to the top and then say, how you like me now? But I will tell you, the very first time I drove into the church parking lot with my brand new company car, I'd just gotten it, and it still had the price tags on it. The girl that told me, oh, you're going to Tupperware, everybody does Tupperware. And she was a friend. She's a friend of me. You guys have any of those? Honestly, she didn't bother me because I just felt like, okay, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you. It's easier for me to show you than to get upset about you. And so I drove in, and I remember sitting there and driving in, and I drove in and parked my car. Well, she drove in and parked right beside me. She didn't know my car. She had never seen, and then we didn't have Tupperware on the side of the car. So she didn't know that was my car. Well, she drove in and parked right beside me, and I looked up and looked over, and she looked straight at me and go, hi, just like this, and then it was so funny. I think back on it, and I have to tell you, I needed to go to confession that day, and I'm not Catholic, because I was thinking all kinds of fun things. But I will tell you, it was pretty cool, pretty sweet moment. Sometimes I look back and think, God just gave me that just to inspire me to not let little things bother me, because she really tried. She really did not want me to have huge success in Tupperware because she hadn't had it. And so it was embarrassing to her that I was succeeding at something she tried and didn't have success at. So you got to think about, don't get upset about people. Just remember, know where they're coming from and love them anyways. Do what's right anyways and love them anyways and rise above it. So it doesn't matter. There's there's a quote today that I had that I thought was so cool because let me find it. It's not really a quote. It's just a few words, quick notes. Where's my notes? It was, what was it? You can get mad or you can get motivated. I choose motivated, and I always have. And so when somebody else gets something that you kind of wanted, or somebody else has, an opportunity that, maybe she dated the party with the girl you want to date a party with, you don't get mad, get motivated. What did you do wrong that you didn't get it? Clean yourself up and figure it out and fix it, and honestly, if somebody is tended to be my customer, there is not a force strong enough in the universe to keep that from happening if God wants it to happen. If he doesn't choose for it to happen, he might be saving me from something down the road that I don't need to deal with. But don't get mad, get motivated and build this business. All right. Anybody else? You have a question, Christina?
Hi, Pam. Thank you so much. This is my first Zoom with Champion from TriStar. And it's hard for me, but I am going to do this.
All right.
And climb.
All right. Christina, we want to welcome you with open arms. I really do believe that this was God's choice, not ours. And the situation isn't the best, but it's also what, well, I'll just say it. In fear of being too religious or too Christ-centered for a Zoom, I will just tell you that my true believing and my true feeling is what the devil intends for evil, God will use for good. So I am up for the challenge, and you have landed in my team, and I will help you. Okay. I
am a Christian person, and I believe in everything, and I will climb. I know I will.
All right.
I started in 1980 in New Jersey. And I left for a while and came back in 2004 in Ohio. So I've gone from New Jersey to Ohio, and here I am.
Yay. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. And so what I need you to do is fill out your paper on your challenges and what you're going to make sure happens. And I also need you to send me a private message under Messenger, Pam Athene Clift, and tell me your title and date that you're going to do, because I'm going to put you in a drawing for giving me that information, and somebody's going to win some Pam swag. And I just want to tell you that the only thing can stop you from this is you. And making sure that you're taking care of your influences that you have control over, and not the ones you don't have control over. Stay in your circle of influence, and so that you can be the you that God has put you here to be. And I will, yes, Peggy, Miss Computer Winner, your volume is down.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. This is the computer that Scott won, so I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to learn it still. It's okay.
This is the first Zoom I've been actually able to get on with this computer.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, I am shooting for July 21st.
Okay.
To become a manager again. That's my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for that.
So. Oh, okay. Happy birthday early.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Awesome. 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 So send it to me in a text, guys. So that's where I'll take my list of everybody that sent me a text, and I will put you in our drawing. I could put it on Champion, but I'd rather just have a personal connection with you so that we get it started. And so I'll be looking for that text. Okay. And some of you, we already do text all the time, but for those that don't, I just want that started. All right.
So
all right,
are we texting or private messaging? Which one is it?
It's Messenger. Messenger.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I said the word text and I meant Messenger.
Yep. I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. And it's Pamela Matheny Clift. I put that all in there because not because you need to use it ever. I put it in there so you can find me because there's other Pamela Clifts on Facebook and they're not me. All right. So Pamela Matheny Clift. Okay. All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Pam.
Thank you. Let's go to the top. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 15 new directors. December. All right. Let's do it. All right, guys. Bye-bye.